Come and jump in the ride, hop on the bus. We gon' slide, be outside when we pick you up. Take you to a place where you can open up your mind. Say what you gotta say, and nobody blinks an eye. You on the long bus, short dog, long bus, short dog, long bus, short dogs. You on the long bus, short dog, long bus, short dog, long bus, short dog. At the bus stop and whatnot with some blunts in my lunchbox. Enough stock to last the whole show. Got a whole packed road. The place about to go, better keep your glass cold. I jump in, meet my other friends. Big respect, gotta show love to them. You wouldn't believe who the bumping in. Why you looking like that? You coming in? Anyway, this is Matt, that's Steve. What a rich Danny. There's Jason, there's Robin, that's the other Steve. This the whole damn team, the whole stampede. Welcome to the show. Go ahead and speak. Make yourself at home. Here, take a seat. Let your mind free. Hit a little tree. Take a little drink. Whatever you need. Whatever you need. Jump in the ride.
Welcome to show 91. How we doing?
Good.
All right, we'll get the business out of the way here. Like, share, subscribe. We'd like to thank Habits, Glass, and Goodies. Well, coming off, we got two. This one and two more shows will be a full year of working with them. I love that. Hopefully, I think they're coming back next year. We'll find out here in the next week or so for sure. But so we got a special one today here. We got Loretta Lit in the building.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Welcome.
You know, it's not too often we get the female artists in here. There's always way more dudes trying to sing or rap than it seems like than the females. So we just haven't had the numbers.
Haven't had that
and
presence.
we're glad you're here.
Well, I appreciate you having me. And I feel like females are definitely overlooked a lot, especially in the underground hip hop industry. So I'm just grateful to be here and that you guys gave me a spot.
Yeah, first podcast though, right?
First podcast, yes.
All right. So are you an Omaha native?
I am from Omaha. I'm originally from South Omaha, so South Side.
No, Steve's not here today. He had to work this morning, but he's a South Omaha boy, so he would rep that
For sure.
So I guess we're here kind of. What do you do for work to support your dream?
So when I'm not on the stage performing, I'm a server. I work at Hunan Fusion. It's an Asian restaurant. So I've been in the service industry for 10 years, bartending, serving, taking care of people. It's a great way to make money.
Right.
So it's a great side hustle. I also sell clothes, Poshmark also.
All right.
So
All
definitely
right.
some
Nice.
side hustles.
Is that like your own clothes, or you got?
Yeah, my own clothes. I have quite the inventory
All
built
right.
up over the years,
All
for
right.
sure.
You got a website, or what do you?
It's just through Poshmark, and you can shop my closet, Loretta Lit. Just follow Loretta Lit on Poshmark.
Hey,
If you like what I'm wearing, check out my closet.
You do have the outfit game. Every time I see you at a show, it's something crazy or different, and then your videos, it's always something. So yeah, you definitely have an outfit game.
Like even the hair matches the outfit.
Yeah.
The Loretta Lit fits.
There you go.
There you go.
Shit.
You got the workout program coming.
That's what I'm saying. That's what she had. And I was like, "Where's the bracelet part?"
So I guess what's your story? What got you into music?
So I started professionally releasing about 5 years ago. During 2020 was my first release.
Well, that was a rough year to be getting into music.
Very rough year, yes. And I've been writing, I say 10 years. But what really got me into music, I feel like I was bullied a lot of my life and kind of like set as the outcast. And so I feel like it's important for me as an artist to share my story and where I came from so people can relate to that. And I feel like since I was always put on the outcast, all I did was, write and all I did was read books in the library in school because people bullied me so bad. So I would hang out in the bathroom or the library, and just over time when I was in college, I started freestyling, just freestyling in my room, freestyling in my car, and it started to kind of click. And then all of a sudden you're at after parties and you're freestyling and, ciphers till 4 a.m. So it just kind of evolved. For sure. It took a lot of time, especially as a Caucasian female in the industry.
Right.
It took a long time to gain respect. It did not happen overnight. A lot of people laughed at me, called my stuff trash. My first song, Prophecy, was completely freestyle, by the way, off the top of my head. People said, "Oh, you weren't nothing. You were never going to be anything." And it's just like, okay, well, this summer I just went on my first tour. So It's just, I mean, and there's a lot more to it than that, but I feel like definitely telling my story is why I got into music, expressing myself, because I feel like people shut me out for so long. It's like, okay, now I have a voice, now I have a platform.
Right.
Like, let me use my pain to help other people.
Yeah. Clearly, that confidence got built, throughout the years. Yeah.
Definitely. I was not, performance-wise, it took a long time because now I have props and light up things when I perform, and it's just like now it's a whole show.
Yeah, you can tell you put a lot in your show.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I thought that the first one I saw.
For sure.
Yeah.
What was the first one you shot?
It would have been.
It would have been
Four Winds.
No, it was
No.
a year and a half or 2 years ago. No, it was.
4 Winds was 2.
It was a
It
while.
must have been 2 years.
Four Winds was a little over.
It wasn't 4 Winds.
Well, either way, you saw me.
I did.
Yeah, I've seen you at a couple shows.
Yeah.
At the waiting room and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And you are props, and you're all over the stage, and a lot of some of
Bring a
the
good
guys
energy.
just they get fixated in like one little position, but you're all over that. You're back and forth across the stage, and
Yeah.
Crowd interaction is crucial
Right.
as an artist. You have to be able to relate to the crowd and get on their level. And if you can do that, then you got their eyes locked on you.
Yeah, you made it. That's the goal every show, I'm sure.
right.
And you got to put 110% into every performance. If you're getting on stage and doing 50%, people are going to notice.
Oh yeah.
If you're half-assing your lyrics, if you're, you got to be ready. You got to be ready to perform, give it your all. That's one thing I do for certain is every time I get up on that stage, you're going to get 110% of me every single time.
How do you psych yourself up for that?
I feel like it's a natural entertainer ability. So I feel like I just naturally, I've always been, the class clown or like people always kind of like, not attention seeking, but just naturally having that on me.
Mhm.
So I feel like getting on stage, I love it. Like I feed off the energy. So
Yeah, I'm just the opposite. So I'm like,
See, I sit here and do this, but I know nobody's here like watching me. I know
Right.
it's going out in the
Right.
world, but there was a benefit show we did with
Right.
Self-Made. They had me on the stage at
no, that's
The
right.
beach
The
house.
beach
Yeah.
house. Yeah.
love self-made.
there. Yeah,
Love
great
Self-Made.
group of dudes. But we were doing a benefit with them, and they had me on stage reading raffle numbers, and I was like, I felt awkward and like,
Your voice is all like
Struggle
choppy.
bus.
hi guys.
Choppy.
It was it was
Hello?
stupid though. They had like 8 or 9 raffle tickets, and I won like 3 of the
Yeah.
raffle.
You
tickets.
got to put those back. If you're calling, I mean, come on.
Well, I was shaking the
Hey.
bucket, and somebody else was drawing them, so it wasn't,
Right.
But yeah, I did win some good stuff there.
Important part.
Yeah, important part, and we did some good for some kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's the support from your family and people like that? Was it a your dreams are dumb, or was it a full
Initially,
support?
dreams are dumb. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Because, okay, so I have a bachelor's degree in biology.
Okay.
It took me 6 years. Went to UNO. I specialize in entomology. I love insects. I'm a bug photographer. That's one of my hobbies on the side. But I feel like it took me 6 years to graduate college. And then after I graduated, I still wanted to do music. It's like my mom, she believed in me from the get-go, but every single one of my other family members did not, unfortunately. And it took a while, until they see results, they're not gonna
Right,
support.
right.
And especially like my dad's like, you need to use your degree, like blah, blah. And it's just like, and then, of course, when your daughter's like, I want to be a rapper, like, the family is not always going to go in the support direction. So I feel like it did take a while. This past year, I feel like has really gotten their like attention and support just because, okay, I'm going on tour. I'm releasing a music video. I'm releasing music that, is getting well known. So it's like now they have to support because it's like you're seeing results. So, but I feel like now I'm at a good place with my family in regards to the support, and they come to shows. My little sister comes to my shows all the time, and she's always in the front cheering me on.
That's
So
awesome.
That's awesome.
now the support is good
That's awesome.
with my family. For sure.
It's sometimes it's hard to try to dig in and do your dream when everybody's like,
It definitely put a stop and it slowed things down a bit for me because I feel like when you have all these people that don't believe in you, I mean, but at the end of the day, as long as you believe in yourself and you have
Right.
God, I feel like
True.
that's the only thing that matters.
That's,
So
when I decided I was doing this, I didn't really tell nobody. There's maybe 5 or 6 people that knew, and I
Mhm.
didn't tell nobody until after the first show was filmed.
But But that was smart because I feel like if you tell people things too early, they can sabotage it or it puts out negative energy attracting to it. So I feel like just get her done.
Yep.
And then
there you go,
it's already done. So
Yes.
That's one of Danny's favorites. Get her done.
Sorry, I'm actually a hillbilly. So.
And you said you kind of got into it around 2000. I mean,
Or 2020.
2020 was my
Or
first
2020,
release in June.
but you had been writing about 5 years before that.
Yeah, I was writing all the time. I love to read and write, so I was just always like lyrically. And I feel like I am bipolar. I was diagnosed with bipolar in 2016, and I've had about 5 major manic episodes since then that I've been hospitalized for. So I feel like my family kind of associated my love for music with the mania, and so I kind of had to just separate the two and like, no, you know what, like it doesn't have to do with each other. So I feel like now that I've been stabilized on my medication for 3 years now and I've been doing really well, and so it's like I still want to do music. So it's just like. I think that was the hardest part too for my family, is getting over the mental health aspect of it.
Well, and that's
I understand that totally.
one of the things with mental health is once somebody knows you have a diagnosis, even your doctors, everything that you go to the doctor for from that point on, they're washing your chart, your diagnosis through your mental health too.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is, and it's true, and it definitely, because it's just like, it was hard to be myself sometimes because people always associated me with my mental illness, and I didn't want to be known for my mental illness, but I feel like I definitely pushed past that, and now people see past that too.
yeah, and it's a struggle at first, but after they see that it's not just you, I don't know. People don't understand mental health in that way.
They don't, and I feel like the third song I ever released was called Bipolar. And it was about my hospitalization up in Chicago. And it basically talks about, the pain I went through in the psych ward and everything. And I feel like people don't understand, like, mental illness is like a change of reality almost. It's like, it's almost a connection to the spiritual world, though. I feel like some people view mental illness as a bad thing, but a lot of people think that, like, bipolar disorder is, like, kind of like shaman, like you're connected to the spiritual world and you see things that are not in this reality. So, but I feel like a lot of people in today's age expect mental illness to be a negative thing. And it doesn't always have to be a negative thing. Like, I didn't make it a negative thing. I turned my mental illness into a positive manner. And so I can share that light with others.
I understand.
My buddy Jerry, he lives in Oregon. He's like, we were having a conversation the other day. He's like, I don't understand mental health. Like, I've never had that, feeling, but I'm glad you talk about it because I have friends that suffer, so we had Juju in here a week ago talking about his DID, and I have a friend suffering in Grand Island, and I'm going to try to get them together and see if Juju can maybe help him a little bit with what he's struggling with. And I don't know, it's all a little understanding goes a long way.
And I feel like talking about it is the first step.
100%.
Just putting it on the table and saying, oh, I feel this certain way. I have anxiety. I feel depression, and talk to somebody about it, because you may have a mental illness and not even know. You may not even be able to recognize
That's
it.
just what you know is normal.
Yeah.
Right. No, it is.
I know it was 8 or 9 years ago. I mean, I couldn't see my children behind the darkness inside, you know what I mean? Like what I was feeling. I couldn't find the happiness, you know what I mean?
And that darkness is real.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's almost taken my life a few times.
Oh, yeah.
So I definitely, but as long as you have a light and you have people around you who can be a light, and God is, obviously the biggest light. So
Right. As far as writing process, are you using what, your mental health? Are you using just everyday things you're going through? What do you?
yeah, everyday things I'm going through for sure. But I feel like I'll get so for instance, Candyland Crazy, that was my latest release. I was literally at work and I got 4 5150s on my record. I had that intro in my head. And I'm like, you know what? That sounds kind of good. So I wrote it down, and I wrote that song in like a day and a half. So I'll just like get an idea and then go with it. And my writing I can write relatively quickly when it comes to writing a song. It's just the critiquing, but I feel like just everything I'm going through, and also everything that's happening in this world. So my next single coming out called Love, it's about, the genocide happening in Palestine. So I definitely want to use my music to bring light to situations that they can learn from about me or the world itself.
Yeah. Look, bring a little beauty to this ugly world.
Exactly.
There's a lot of ugly in it, but there's also there's also some beauty for sure.
So what are you doing for fun? What's your bent? I know you do a lot of shows. I see you active in the local music scene for sure.
I love to go to concerts. I love to travel. I was just in North Carolina visiting my girlfriend. Definitely got a travel bug. I love hiking, being in outdoors. That's kind of like my escape because I say Bug Lady Loretta. Follow me on Instagram. That's all my bug photos. I just feel like that's like my sixth sense. I have like a very natural connection with insects and they kind of feel safe with me. So I feel like that's like my outlet. And if I need to go to clear my head, I go outside, take pictures of bugs, go hiking, go on a trip. That's how I kind of regroup there.
Yeah, you're putting your focus into a certain into something. And I was listening to a video Bud Crawford talking about he throws darts and just the repetition and taking your mind. He would use that to focus and
mentality focus.
I have found pictures for me going out and trying to catch that sunrise or sunset or those little things has been a relaxing thing for me in the mornings and in the evenings. So I can see, bugs is different, but it's
definitely different.
We're all into our own weird things. So why not? Yeah. I took a bunch of pictures of cars and think they're cool too. So like whatever.
Whatever works best for you.
Yeah. Whatever makes you feel good.
And you did Candyland came out 7 months ago?
So Candyland Crazy came out March 2nd. So back in March, I think I actually released it the same day I performed at Glizzy Fest.
Okay.
So I was able to do the live performance of that, and that was one of my favorite performances I've ever done. I had my lightsaber, and it was a good show for sure.
Glizzy Fest was a blast.
Yeah.
I can't wait till he does that again this year.
I can't wait for 2026.
Shout out. And to the Candyland music video, who'd you have produce that?
So Dewey Cox.
Nice.
Shout out to Dewey.
He's my homie. He did an amazing job. Me and him have very similar creative mindsets. And I feel like, when we have a conversation about something, we see eye to eye. And he's actually producing Love. Actually, this Wednesday, we're shooting a music video for Love. So he's going to be doing that too. And he's just incredible. Such a good person.
I had Dewey in for a show, and I had a $30 piece of equipment fail, and I had no audio. Got an hour of great video and no audio.
Oh, my Lanta.
I said a little more than that.
No, I got the phone call, Maslett. His voice was just like,
you wouldn't believe the stuff under his table. Trust me.
Yeah, he was a great dude, and it was a great show. He put so much stuff, and I had to call him and tell him oh, dude.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's like, we'll try to work something out. He's working on a book, and he's going to come after the book. And
he's doing all the things.
Yeah. I got to hit Race back up. He was supposed to come in, and he ended up having he was sick. So it is what it is. We understand. So we're going to get him back in here too.
For sure. He helped assist on that Candyland Crazy video.
That's awesome.
As well. So
wild video.
Pretty crazy video. It was a lot of work. Lots of outfit changes, lots of nail changes for sure. I think I did 3 different nail changes in one day.
Wow.
So
that's a lot of nails.
Pretty intense. It was pretty intense for sure. But a lot of people don't realize those type of videos. It's a lot of detail work.
Yeah.
All these little bits and pieces that you put into it that make it come together. I mean, people just see the video, but there was months and months of preparation and getting everything together. So I'm just so happy it came out the way it did. Has everybody seen it?
Yeah.
Well, I know him and I watched it a little while ago just to try to make sure that we had seen everything before we get you in here.
For sure.
Yeah, we haven't done any research.
For my first music video, I think it was extraordinary.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Yeah,
it was great. And shout out to Dewey and Race for doing the fire production.
For sure.
As far as your music production and beats and stuff like that, is that something you're outsourcing or?
So his name is Mikhail Turner. He's an EDM artist / producer. His artist name is Meteorite. So he's doing some pretty big shows. He's been opening at the Royal Grove. He opened up for Cranked Out at the Royal Grove. So he's kind of getting big in the EDM scene. So he has a home studio out in West Omaha. and he's the one who's made my last 5 songs. So,
Okay.
and I like working with him because he is an EDM producer. So a lot of my beats do have a lot of trap drops kind of feel to them. I like I'm huge into raves and the EDM scene, so I like to incorporate that style in my beats as well. But we work very well together. If I have an idea, we're in the studio and we can make a beat pretty quick. It takes about a day to make a song and record it. Sometimes an hour or two, just like that. So me and him have a very good relationship, and so he's the one who's been producing. So Meteorite, shout out Meteorite.
Yep.
Yeah. So you've got Love coming out here. How long was that? How long did it take you to write it?
So the song that I got inspiration from in the early 2000s, Black Eyed Peas released "Where Is the Love." So that's a huge, well-known song about freedom of speech, one in peace in this world. So I was listening to it, and I was like, oh, where is the love? Where is the love?
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of took that, revamped it, redid the chorus, put new verses in it, completely my own beat. So that's kind of where the inspiration from the song. Now, the song didn't take me that long to write. Probably a few days, I would say. But it's just critiquing it, because sometimes, a week will go by and you'll go in and you'll change something. But
Right.
the song was recorded, I think 3 or 4 months ago.
Okay.
So I've been kind of sitting on it. This is the first song that I'm going to release the music video and the song at the same time.
Aha.
So on Halloween, Love will be coming out,
That's awesome.
the music video. So it's very, very exciting.
That's cool.
And they're gonna be putting, that's a deadline right there. You're shooting it Wednesday and gotta have it ready.
Dewey's pretty quick, so thank the Lord he's quick.
Getting it in.
But yeah, I got a photographer hired, and Dewey's going to be producing. I'm very excited for this record because it's going to bring light to what's already going on, but what a lot of people aren't aware of. Because I feel like our news media is very censored, our social media is being censored. So I feel like if someone like me puts out a song like this, people will pay attention to it more. For sure.
Yeah. Well, it's
At least ponder the thought of,
Yeah.
Well, that's something I've always liked about music, is a lot of the time if you sit down and actually listen to what the artist is saying, most of the time it's going to put you up on something you needed to probably hear,
Yes, exactly. And I just feel like if I have a responsibility as an artist with a platform to share these messages with people and get the awareness out there, hey, there is a genocide going on. Hey, our government's not doing anything about it. In fact, they're funding it. So it's just I need to make sure as an artist, it's my responsibility to make these struggles that are happening in the world known.
Yeah. And hopefully they don't censor it.
Thank
Right.
you, Jesus.
Right. Like I said, we made the mistake of doing a conspiracy theory show, and it's taken a whack in the views.
I wonder, because in the music video, it's basically just me in an anonymous outfit with a Palestine flag, but lyrically, there's a lot that I put into it. But a lot of it is secret messages almost, so it's not quite saying something that could be censored. It's not obvious, but it's there.
Real cryptic.
So
That's
hopefully, just hopefully they don't censor it. But either way, I got to get it out there. At least try to get it out there. So that's the goal.
Well, when you do get it out, I'll try to watch for it, but send it over to us, and I'll throw it up on the Long Bus page too.
You're amazing. I'll be promoting it probably a week and a half before Halloween. I can't believe it's almost Halloween.
Right.
No.
What is going on? The world is
3 weeks, something like that.
I don't see. I always skip the age question with the ladies, but the older you get, the faster it goes.
I'm 29, so I just feel like this past year has just flew by. I just feel like I've been doing so much and touring, and
you get to 38 and it doubles in speed. Somebody hits the 2-time.
Once you hit that four decade mark, you're yeah.
slow down.
Yeah,
Slow down.
This summer, I'm like, where did it go? How is football season almost over?
Yep.
Damn it.
You think you try being my age?
No.
Then shut the fuck up.
He said, "Oh no."
Even the baby, dude, he's just too big, too fast. So, what's the next song?
Well, I didn't think I was going to talk about it, but I'll mention it.
All right.
So it's called You Versus Me, and it's this project I've been thinking about for years, and it's gonna take a lot of work, but it's basically, so my first name is Ashlyn, so that's Loretta didn't really come about until I was like 21, and I was working at a bar, right? And they're like, oh, do you want to go by something else? And I was like, you know what, Loretta is my middle name, so I'll go by Loretta. So my original artist name was Lady Loretta. And then, like, a little bit after that, it got switched to Loretta Lit, because it's just like, that flows better. So what You Versus Me is about is basically Ashlyn versus Loretta. So you have Ashlyn, who's like the biologist, girly girl, kind of like on that, preserved path, wants to do whatever her family tells her. And then you have Loretta, who goes on her own and goes through the fire, goes through hell, literally is born and rebirthed into Loretta Lit. And I feel like Loretta lived a very, very rough life, was in the, psych wards, but Ashlyn and Loretta need to come together so I can be myself, be me as a whole. So You Versus Me is basically Ashlyn, which I'll be singing, which I've never sung in a song before. So Ashlyn will be singing, and then Loretta will be doing the rapping in the song. So it'll be my first record where they're singing, rapping, and it's basically, Dewey is also going to be doing that music video as well. So it's basically Ashlyn and Loretta go on their separate paths, but at the end they come together, join to become Loretta Lit.
Love that concept.
So you're going to get to see. So you're going to get to actually see 3 different versions of you.
Correct. Yeah, and the cool thing about what I do is I can be anybody who I want to be. Like when I pop up on that stage as Loretta Lit, I can wear what I want, be who I want, act who I want, and so that's why I want to develop as a character, because Ashlyn was so like shy and timid, and everyone messed up my name growing up. They would call me Ashlyn, everything but Ashlyn, and I was like, I cannot do this anymore. So Loretta emerged. So it's going to be interesting. I feel like that's going to be my biggest record. I visioned it for years and years, and I want to film it at this place called Neil Woods. It's my favorite hiking spot where I catch bugs.
Nice.
So I've had this vision for a very long time. So that's definitely next.
I love the concept. I mean, unless I don't know if it's just me, but like I always feel like I'm always battling an internal self too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, so I like the concept, and I have sometimes wanted to write my own, not necessarily song, but the battle, and try to make sense of it on paper.
Because I feel like everyone battles, the hardest battle everyone faces is their own demons with themselves. So
right.
I just feel like, and it'll also kind of give people an inside look of Ashlyn. Okay, well, it'll make people understand me a little bit more.
100%.
Because a lot of people just know me as Loretta, and then people 15 years ago just know me as Ashlyn. So it's just like, okay, you're bringing these 2 individuals together, but it's still both me. So it's going to be cool for people to see that, for sure.
Yeah. Do you know what it was that got you into bugs?
Yeah, so actually, when I was super, super little, me and my brother were really close, and we would go outside and we would catch insects all day long. And I was actually, when I was 5 years old, I was in the Omaha World Herald for holding a foot-long millipede at the bug show.
Nice.
So ever since, I just love bugs. They're fascinating. I just, my ecology project, and when I was in college, I had to collect 100 different insect species and preserve them in a shadow box. I still have it, by the way. So I love insects.
That's funny.
They're so cool.
You can see you light up when you talk about it. I love that. Like, I love that.
My 7-year-old is terrified of bugs, spiders, and I'm like, dude, we live in the country. Like, they're everywhere. But
especially Nebraska.
He wants to go to a scary house with me and his older brother this weekend, and I'm like, dude, you can't even take care of a spider. You want to go mess with Chainsaw Guy?
Like, there's levels to this, okay?
For real.
We ain't going to the zoo, bro.
Yeah. That's awesome. I'm going to have to give him crap. Like, dude, she loves bugs.
I'll give him some inside scoops on how to handle them.
He literally lives out in the sticks an hour or so away.
Yeah.
Go dig up that picture when she was 5 with the millipede.
Right.
You probably could.
I got it,
Yeah.
actually. It's on my dad's Facebook or something. But I got it.
Might be able to Google it real easy.
Yeah.
I got it somewhere. I'll send it to you, actually.
That's what's
awesome.
up.
Right, yeah. I mean, I used to catch like turtles and stuff. Turtles.
It's 'cause you were slow.
When I was a kid. One time I came home with a turtle that it was a snapping turtle that just fit inside a 5-gallon bucket to carry it home, and I like put it in the yard and was like, "Dad, look," and he's like, "Nope, nope, take it back." So I had to carry this 40-pound turtle back to the creek. But yeah, that was my childhood. It wasn't bugs; it was frogs.
You handle the turtles, I'll handle the bugs.
Yeah, yeah. So we got any shows coming?
So I don't want to say because it's not announced yet.
Okay, we won't be out for another 3 weeks, if that helps your
Timeline.
So Glizzy Fest
okay.
2026 in April. I'm really looking forward to that.
That's awesome.
Being on
That's
stage
cool.
with all them, and Justin Strawstone's amazing. Shout out Nice Enough
Yes, sir.
Entertainment.
Yes,
Shout out
ma'am.
Decent Dogs. He's really been the most helpful individual in this career in regards to believing in me, giving me spots, and just communicating with me. And he's just such a genuine person. And I feel like he has helped the most people in the music scene in Omaha. And he's inspiring for sure. I look up to him.
He's a great dude.
He is.
He was in, it was within our first 10 shows, he was in here. And he kind of actually put me onto the local music scene. And it's been love ever since. Everybody's been great. And the amount of just amazing music that I was missing that he kind of put me into. And then everybody's like, he's the guy to work with.
He is the guy.
As long, look, all you got to do is treat people decent.
Yep, that's it.
Like
Rule number one.
And the dude's like, let's work.
Yeah.
And you got to do your end, try to sell your tickets and stuff. But
and if you're genuine and you show him that you're serious about it, he'll definitely give you a chance for sure. But you got to be willing to put yourself out there, do the research, do the networking, build your connections. It's not just gonna happen. You have to go after it.
Yeah.
And people like Strawstone, he knows what he's doing. He's been doing it a long time. So I feel like he's a person you can go to, but you have to be ready to go to him.
Well, and he's done enough good for everybody that I'm like, dude, right now, dude, you could build a donut shop and everybody.
Right.
I'm like, you're
That actually sounds like a good idea. Donut shop.
Decent donuts.
decent donuts.
Decent donuts.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Strawstone, watch this episode.
I was like, dude, you're that guy that like if you build it, they will come.
Yeah,
right.
For sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think he should build a lot of things, and
Well, he's coming out with what is it? Dope apparel.
Almost dope.
Almost dope.
So
Yeah.
he's starting a clothing brand too.
Yep.
So he's got the hot dog
Yeah.
clothing brand.
What's next?
Yeah, what's next?
No, we're actually getting our shirts printed through him. He's this is I had Jamie Triller printed this one for me.
I love Triller.
He put this one together because I was like, dude, I gotta have one to wear.
I really like that because you're wearing it. Okay.
That's the
That's
old,
a different
that's the old
version.
version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of fine.
I see the difference. I like that one.
Yeah.
Looks like blood spatter.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I've got another one that my kids were getting bullied in school, and I made a shirt that said, "If your kid bullies my kid, I hope you can fight too." And it's got a big pair of brass knuckles across the. So I started wearing it and just standing in front of school after at checkout time or whatever, and they haven't gotten bullied this year.
I wonder why. Kids are awful nowadays.
Oh, man.
Especially back when I went to school, but I feel like this younger generation, I just feel like they want things so quick and they're so irritable and they want things now. And
Entitlement.
Entitlement.
That's all it is.
With this younger generation. And it's just mind-boggling.
They don't want to work for anything.
No, they don't want to work and they're mean. So it's just like, you're not going to get anywhere.
You got
in life with
everything
no
going
work
against
ethic.
you.
That's not. You're correct.
And if you're
It's
an
not.
asshole.
It's not rude. It's mean. You're correct. 100%. There's no rude left. It's just straight out fucking mean.
Ruthless.
And it's what's sad is that kids who are bullies are probably they're going on with a horrible home life, or their parents are bullying them, so they learn it from them, and it's just like a passing along.
They think it's a part of life.
And that was kind of part of my shirt was I know that the kids that are doing the bullying or getting picked on are probably a little abused at home.
For sure.
And if me having to threaten the parent to be a better person, or I'm coming to their house via shirt, then that's what it is.
Well, kids need to learn their lesson. And they're going to learn it at some point, whether it be, through a different parent, putting them in their place. Eventually, they're going to be put in their place. And hopefully, they'll get their lesson taught.
So in Nebraska, they cannot suspend a child for fighting until after 2nd grade. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
It's a state law. So they, like, my kids were getting beat. I was like, look, then you guys understand that this kid's going to continue hitting my kid. My kid now has permission to fight back.
Well, yeah, it's defense. Like, you got to defend yourself.
Well, I was like, I was raised in a violent way, and I didn't necessarily want my kids to have to fight and do all these things, So I've tried to teach them talk it out or get, but if an adult isn't going to do something to stop it, then yeah, dude. I just told them, green light. If they touch you,
green light is crazy. Green light on that 2nd grader's ass.
Just do it, dude.
Well, no, I mean, even at that young, it's sad that at that young you even have to worry about it. But kids are mean and ruthless. So,
yeah. Well, I was at a football game last night, and I chose the worst spot to sit because the bleachers were empty, and I went up and sat in the corner, got my camera set up, and that's apparently where all the fucking kids sit. So it was the whole section of bleachers I was in was all freshman, sophomore kids screaming, yelling, "You're fat," and all this dumb stuff. Jesus, I hope this fat kid comes over here and punches you, dude, because I was the fat kid once. Yeah. So they're mean. I don't understand. They are mean.
But, I feel like karma's the realest thing in this world. And I feel like if you just keep putting that negative energy out there, every single time you're mean or you bully someone, it's going to come right back to you in one way or another. It don't matter how small you are.
Yeah.
If you grow up and you keep putting out that negative energy, it's going to catch up.
Come back.
Really quick.
One way, you're going to get hit with it.
One way or another.
When you get hit with it, it's going to knock you backwards.
Green light.
Hopefully humble your ass. Hopefully humble your ass.
Green light your ass.
Green light.
Yeah.
All I think is ISO's song, Green Lit.
Yeah.
What you said.
Yep. That's what it was too. It was if they put their hands on you, just fire away, dude. And I told the other brother, I was like, if you see him firing away, you get in there and fire away. Said if you guys see a friend getting picked on or bullied or something like that, get after it.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you don't have a choice because it's they're not getting suspended or disciplined. So it's just that's all the choice you have is to stick up for yourself.
I mean, even in 6th, 7th, 8th, my son was talking about they go to the office for half hour and they're back in class.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I got bullied. I was the fat kid until 15, and then I just grew huge, and then I became the bully beater. If I caught you bullying or picking on somebody, it was a problem for me. I was going to fight you to stop it.
And that's their karma.
Yeah.
Right there. You became the bully beater.
Right.
That's the karma.
And that's kind of what I'm trying to tell my kids, we're not going to allow that. You're going to be a protector. You're not going to allow people to just get picked on or pushed around.
And kids that have to bully, they're not happy with themselves, whether it be their appearance or internally or something's going on with them, but they feel the need to push that on somebody else.
Yeah.
So.
And one of the kids that was messing with him the most last year is now, this year, he was my son was hey, he's actually really nice this year, and something changed. So I don't know what happened. Hopefully dad eased up or whatever it was, you know what I mean? And they figured out. But
well, that's good if people can change like that,
Yeah.
But not everyone's
easier to change when you're young.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, it is. Once you get to in your 30s or it's harder, or 40s or
takes a lot more work.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Well, that was something with the not being able to be suspended until after 2nd grade.
Right.
The kids are 8 or 9 years old now. Are we waiting a little long to set these consequences?
Right.
Should they be in trouble or sooner to prevent it later? I don't know.
Absolutely, they should. I think they should highly be held accountable, even at a young age, because even at a young age, you still have some intellect of what you're doing.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you nip that in the bud right away, there's a chance that, maybe they'll learn their lesson and they'll change their kind of dynamic the way they're bullying brain things.
Yeah.
I don't like a bully, but now I'm the bully.
Screaming bullies. Screaming bullies. But so social medias, where can everybody find you?
So Ashlyn Loretta Anson, Loretta Lit. That's my Instagram. Facebook, Loretta Lit. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. It's all Loretta Lit. So
It did come up real easy.
Yep, I am the only one.
You are the only one.
The only Loretta Lit.
That's what's up. You got any shout outs you want to do? Family, friends, producers?
Shout out Dewey Cox. He's my amazing producer, music video producer, and Mikhail Turner. You make the best beats. You're awesome. Shout out to my little sister. You are my inspiration, and I'm always here for you. And I just want you to know that you're the reason why I'm here. So shout out to my little sister, Kaylee Anson. Love you very much.
I could see the love there. I could hear the heart in your voice there tugging a little bit.
Yeah, she's going to school right now at UNO, and me and her have a very close relationship. She comes to all my shows. She was at Glizzy Fest, and I'm just glad I can be an inspiration for her. So
that's awesome.
I do it for my little sister, for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You know, when you can inspire somebody else to not be the, quiet, secluded person that you or I was, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like growing up, that's beautiful.
It is a beautiful thing.
So good for you. All right. We're going to let Crime sing us out of here. Thanks for your time.
Yep.
Thank you for having me,
Thank you.
guys.
Run it.
Come and jump in the ride, hop on the bus. We gon' slide, be outside when we pick you up. Take you to a place where you can open up your mind. Say what you gotta say, and nobody blinks an eye.